Greetings, everyone. It is Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started, as we always do, we just want to thank you all for the support. Thank you all for, joining us. Thank you for supporting Search for Huru, which are our Karatbars partners. Thank you for being business partners of me and Fitzgerald. Also, make sure you go to dynastymirror.com. Again, go to dynastymirror.com. Buy some merchandise while you're there. Buy some books. Also, like, share, and subscribe to the content. Again, like, share, and subscribe to the content. It really means a lot. Then become a monthly Patreon. Patreon.com, search for Huru. Patreon.com, search for Huru. Become a monthly Patreon, you guys. Please support. Without further ado, we have Mr. Fitzgerald Stevens on with us.
Hello, everyone.
Southeast Alabama.
Southeast Alabama.
Somewhere of Southeast Alabama.
Name of the town is called Elamville.
Who?
Elamville.
Elamville, from Elamville.
Yeah. Population
of 100, 200?
No, Elamville doesn't have that. Probably about maybe 60 or 70.
Golly. Okay, 70 people.
Yeah.
Man. So you had the whole town to yourself, Fitzgerald.
It's owned by individual farmers, like most of the rural area down there.
Mm-hmm.
The land, people own the land and they just incorporate the town. And no, they don't incorporate the town. You have to use like some other people's mailbox, some other town next door. Yeah, it's real small, man. That was normal to me.
So are you guys right by the Florida Panhandle or?
No. Florida Panhandle, that would be considered probably like 2 hours to the south.
Yeah, still not that far.
Yeah, you're 2 hours. I'm about. We was roughly about less than an hour and a half from the Georgia line.
Okay.
No, so just right in the pocket. You heard of Troy?
Troy, Alabama, University of Troy.
I grew up. Yeah, that's what John.
I think they beat y'all one year. I think Troy beat University of Alabama one year. I think they beat y'all.
Could have been. I mean,
Troy beat y'all one year. They had to. And probably Alabama, University of Alabama, Birmingham, of course, Auburn. Probably Alabama A&M beat y'all.
Great school up there, man. Great school up there.
Alabama A&M.
I have a lot.
Tuskegee. Y'all probably lost Tuskegee a couple times too.
I don't remember Tuskegee. I had a lot of family that went to Alabama State. That's where I did my first year at school, college, and then Alabama and A&M. I have a lot of family came out of there, man. Mm-hmm. HBU schools, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure. So today's topic, we're just me and Fitzgerald are gonna, rub our crystal ball. I got one around here somewhere. I don't think I have one. In fact, I'm gonna rub my Benin statue.
Yeah, that's rub a crystal ball right here.
I'm gonna rub.
I had your crystal ball rub in there.
I'm gonna rub my Benin statue. And we're gonna give like a little 10-year outlook for America. Now, guys, before that, my Karatbars affiliate links in the chat room. Again, my Karatbars affiliate link is in the chat room. Click on that affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate. I will get back to you as soon as possible. And also is on the ticker at the bottom of the screen. It will be in the description. 10-year outlook, Fitzgerald. Let's see here.
This is going to be some fun speculation.
This is going to be fun speculation, guys. Speculation.
The audience guess could be just as good as ours. But,
so let me rub my Benin statue. Rub my Benin statue. Let's see here. It's happening right now, but going out and looking for a job, unless you have some special skill, super special skill, is going to be, in fact, entrepreneurship is going to be more normal than getting a job. Like when you tell somebody you're looking for a job, you got to go on an interview. Depending on what it is, I think people will be like, work for yourself? I think we'll get to that point in about 10 years.
Well, what jobs do you see if someone was big about attaining a career, which many people are? What fields would you encourage them to look into? What majors would you encourage them to pursue?
I would say
based on the up and coming new world economy.
I would say IT. Get your IT certifications.
Okay.
If you're going into corporate America or whatever. IT certifications, of course, we still need our nurses, our doctors, I guess lawyers. But even outside of that, I think people are going to say, okay, do I go into $100,000 in debt to be a lawyer or a doctor?
Well, it's going to be much more than that. College tuition is going to greatly be increased, and then 10 years, man,
true.
It's going to be worth more. You're going to have people coming up with somewhere close to 200 quarter million debt load, especially they add on like graduate degrees, like law degrees or nursing or doctorate degrees. No, it's going to be, it's going to be people. You imagine that coming out of school, man. You finish school about 7, 8 years, depending on what you're doing. Like your doctor come out close to $250,000, $300,000 in debt already.
Right. No, I can't imagine that, but yeah. So some people are going to say, okay, is it worth this be $300,000 in debt or start my own business? That's going to be the norm. Some people are going to say, I'm going to start my own business.
Would you tell your son he had to go to college at this age itself? I mean, once he comes that, are you going to give him the choice, or are you going to just say college? Would you? What if he came to you and said he had a business idea? What if he said like he wanted to go to maybe a trade school, or what if he said he didn't want to? What if he what if he chose a different career path that necessarily doesn't go to traditional college? I mean, would you support that?
I would, but my thing is, even if he goes to college, he's not going to pay for it. I don't see the worth. I don't see it's worth the investment. I would not put a penny on college. You have to get a scholarship.
Okay, so you're saying if Massa doesn't get a scholarship, you're not going to pay for his college?
I don't see the investment. It doesn't make investment sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Unless he goes to like a local Georgia State where it's maybe like $5,000 a year or something like that. But it'll be more than that. But I don't see the.
So I guess your boy had to be calling me and say, "Oh, Fitzgerald, I want to go to college. Daddy won't pay for it, even though Daddy about just as rich as you, but he still ain't going to pay for my college." Is that what you going to say?
I don't see. Does it make business sense to? Okay, you Fitzgerald, you went to University of Alabama. You paid college tuition. Did it make business sense to incur that debt and come out and leave school with that debt?
No. I didn't have to get my college degree to do what my career path has taken me.
Mm-hmm. So I would rather pay for his IT certifications.
I'm glad for my college education, but I didn't need it in order to do what I'm doing now. Entrepreneurs, depending on what field of studying they do, a lot of them a lot of them doesn't need degrees. They need a particular set of skills. Right. As Liam Neeson said on the movie Taken, they have a very particular set of skills.
The people that entrepreneurs hire usually have more skills and degrees than the actual entrepreneur.
Yeah, but the entrepreneur has the greatest thing, the vision.
True. Right. Exactly. True. But yeah, I would pay like for his IT certification or something like that. But if he wanted to go to a school and he had no scholarship, and it just doesn't make sense to incur that debt. It doesn't make any sense because you don't understand. All of my friends who went to college complain about their college debt and their student loans. All of them.
Yeah, it's a big deal, Diane.
Yeah. So I just, it's like, so the thing is, so you take high school serious and then you can earn a scholarship.
Well, you better have parents in the home or a disciplined parent to be able to put them in that way. You ain't earning scholarships for most of the part winning video games and hanging out with your boys.
Right.
Now hopefully you have some good academic or athletic skill that allow you to earn that college scholarship and to get seen. And you better have an impeccable character record. You better not, be sitting around there trying to gang bang and be with your cats, who ain't,
right.
You better.
I'll tell you something. I went to college with cats that wait to get till they got to college and they wanted to start gang banging in college.
What?
Start gang banging in college.
Nah, man, what?
I'm dead serious. I played football and ran track with cats who they wanted to thug it out in college. A lot of them went to jail. On scholarship.
Wow.
And they want to gang bang in college.
Wow. They had the rest of their life to think about that one.
Yeah. I just,
You know,
I don't, yeah.
like that NFL player recently, man. You know, threw away his NFL career because he,
That sent the girl in.
yeah, with the Seattle Seahawks, he had to sneak that honey up in the room, man. He had to sneak it up there.
Yeah,
In
Fitzgerald,
facilities.
Fitzgerald, did you see a
Threw away
picture?
his NFL career.
Fitzgerald, did you see a picture of her? But that's another topic. But that's
Nah,
another
man, I
topic.
don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, man, she was
We're
just
talking
like,
about
you don't risk it for this.
where the future is going. I guess why this stream is important. Not I guess, but I know this stream is important because it's A, it's designed to get you to think. B, 10 years are going to arrive. What you do in between that, you know, that's up to you. But you're going to have to be prepared for it. Plus, you're going to be 10 years older.
Right.
Okay. And you might want to think about, how do I need to position my life in order to assure my lifestyle? What type of lifestyle do I want to create as far as myself? Because if current things keep going on this trajectory, you know, we're probably not going to recognize the times we're in now. I mean, I heard the Federal Reserve is actually thinking about maybe a digital dollar.
Right. I wonder how that's going to look.
Well, probably just as archaic as the dang paper dollars, but they would have more control. Now,
like you said, they could check up. Like you said, like so if you owe here we go. You owe the IRS money, they just shut you down. You can't. Here you go, Pedro. No more keeping money under your mattress.
Yeah, they're going to use it. They're going to use it like, well, we got to stop organized crime. Which they are the biggest gangsters it is out there. You know, so we got to stop organized crime and everything, but like that. But what they want to do is, you know, that's going to be the ultimate control mechanism, man. If someone can just switch your thing off, or like you said, IRS, they can go in your account and snatch money out your thing and monitor every transaction you have. You know, that's going to be horrible. Man, I don't see any good coming out of that. Of course, they use it for national security and all that kind of things that they always hide behind their real agendas. The real agenda is about controlling the money supply. So I'd rather much have my money in assets, dude. I'd rather have it in assets that I control. It became apparent to me just a couple of weeks ago, man, when I was at getting at the grocery store, Publix, of course. When I was at Publix, and the magnetic strip on my card was compromised. Okay, The card wasn't working. No, don't make a difference. I had money in the account, but it occurred to me right then, man, just how easy I can be shut down if someone just decides just to press a button or deactivate that, you know, or someone decide to deactivate your cell phone or you know, I mean, what really control you have, and I'm talking about even people who have money and things like that. Someone across maybe in Switzerland or wherever, man, you know, DC, they decide to pull a few levers. I mean, block you out of your money. I mean,
I'm just thinking about that. So literally, they could just shut you down.
Shut you down. I mean, they could do to a cell phone. You know, of course, they could do it. Digitalized. Anything that's digitalized, man, can be compromised. Anything that's digitalized can be compromised. It can be hacked into. It can be a whole lot of things. No, I mean, and so what are you going to do, man? Someone would say, okay, well, you owe us a fee. Like, what are you talking about? So, or better yet, someone that went in your account and snatched out money without you even talking. What do you say if you're living abroad and you're getting your pension check deposited into your American bank account, and all of a sudden they said, wait a minute, you had a country we deem very desirable. Click. How you going to live?
In fact, I brought that up the other day. That's what somebody was telling me, that pretty soon, if there's like a mass exodus, if people start leaving America, your pension, your 401k, your pensions, 401k, your Social Security, if you're overseas and they say, where you at? Where you spending our money at? Oh, you don't have a residence here anymore? Done.
Yeah. Yeah, even if you what's the word? Would it be advocate your citizenship, which people are
doing?
Yeah, advocate your citizenship. Well, yeah, I mean, that pension fund, who knows, man? Who knows what's going to happen? My thing is, I don't like surprises, not unless they're really good. I don't like gotchas. No, so I like to be, but I'm a control guy. I like I like to be, especially when it comes to my life, I like to be able to, I like me and only me in control of that. I don't like any human being to be able to have control over my life. I'm very, very adamant about that. No, and so the time to prepare for stuff like this is now. The time to get assets and stuff like this now. The time, maybe the time for is now to look at places where you would like to move to abroad and start establishing something up over there. Start transferring your digital stuff into assets. Here's one. Start transferring your stuff into gold and physical stuff that you have.
Right.
You know, that nobody really can get to. You know, and so these are questions we really got to ask ourselves, man. The economy keep going on right now. I would tell you what, 10 years, you don't need to worry about cash anymore.
Right.
You don't need to worry about. I mean, good God, they're trying to stop. They're trying to say that you're out of change right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and think about that. I mean, you put the change in, it recirculates, it goes back in the field. So evidently, some apparatus is holding the change just going in. You know, that's where your shortage is coming from. And you know, so man, these are things we have to think about. These things, you know, we have to think about for assuring our future, our children, grandchildren's future. It's a big deal. And, you know, we have to be able to forecast and see where these trends are going and see and us to be prepared for it. And the world is being driven to economic slavery.
Right.
That's fact. No, that is fact. I mean, even over here in this country, you know, that your property can be taken by eminent domain, and they deem that whatever they deem necessary and things like that. You know, Central Park was black owned, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you know what? Okay, here we go. I forgot to tell you.
Central Park was black owned. It was just taken.
Right. And then Fitzgerald, I forgot. Lake Lanier was actually a black. Before they filled it up, from my understanding, it was like a black town as well. Let me get the facts on it. But I heard that as well.
Yeah.
I think, right, from my understanding, I think they said Lake Lanier was it's like a man-made lake. But now, as far as college, let me go back to college. If it's like a state college, yeah, I mean, I'll pay for that. But I mean, my son wants to go to some big school and he doesn't have any scholarship offers. They're talking about $80,000 a year or something crazy. Nah, son, you know.
Okay. Well, there are other ways. I mean, I guess it's not when you go to college. What is the end game? Are not you going to better yourself in life and primarily to better yourself to get yourself in a better economic position where you can make it? You know, so isn't that so? If you don't have to go to college but still achieve that, what purpose does college serve?
Right.
I mean, it's you know, you have to look at alternative methods. I mean, maybe I don't think college is for everyone. I think education is for everyone, but I don't think college is. No, it all depends on what that individual is trying to achieve with his or her life and where they're trying to go. But building up wealth is definitely for everyone. I truly believe that. But you don't have to necessarily get a 4-year college degree, maybe a 2-year MBA or 3-year law degree or a medical doctor degree if that's your calling. So great, go for it. You know, and being proud for you. You know, great. But most people, that's not their calling. It wasn't mine. No, like I said, I didn't need my University of Alabama degree to do what I'm doing now. I just didn't. I'm happy for my education. I'm could I say actually thankful that I got it. But I didn't need that for what I do, what my chosen career path has been. I didn't need that. Now my brother who is a corporate attorney, yeah, he needs his law degree. You know, he needs his Morehouse degree, right. And you know, and his Alabama is American University law degree. He needs that to do what he does. Right. You know, but obviously, you know, we're two different men with two different fields, career path fields, but yeah,
and then it depends on the field as well. Like like we have somebody in the chat room, they're a mechanical engineer. Like certain degrees, you got to have. I mean, certain fields, you have to have a degree, or you know.
Hey man, this dude Muhammad,
he's trolling. I'm gonna kick him out. He's trolling.
Get rid of him. Delete him. You know, let's go ahead and delete him. Yeah, you the first one I actually said to ask Prince Amir to do something. Nobody got time for this, man. 19 minutes going on the stream. You bring nothing you bring no value with your comments. You're just being a clown. So leave.
Yeah.
Prince. Now, if we're what about what like Grant Cardone? I don't think
Right.
I think Grant Cardone. So he's one of my favorite. Not I think he's one of my favorite. He's really into real estate.
Right.
Now, right down here in Miami, apartment buildings. He doesn't really necessarily believe more so in like cryptocurrencies. Went on to say that I don't think he really believes in a lot of the traditional methods, but he does believe in land. The man has acquired something like maybe over 3,000 plus apartments, and he likes stuff that he can actually touch.
Right.
No, and I don't know what his education level is, man, but I do know his street creed and his hustling ability is off the charts. And I saw a thing where he was teaching his daughter about taking money, and he said, this money is valuable because someone says it is, but he said he told his daughter, he said what Papa does is take this and he buys land. He had a brochure of buildings and everything, and he said to her, you take care of the lenders, you take care of your tenants, and you take care of your investor. And he said something that really, really caught my attention. He said, never ever lose Papa's lands. In other words, something was going to him. If he have to be gone, he said, never ever lose Papa's land, because this will take care of your children and your children's children. So he's concerned about collecting assets. And I look at gurus like that, man. He happens probably is my favorite. There's one, Robert Kiyosaki, but I don't really look at Kiyosaki much like I do or Cardone, because I like Cardone's business model. He's not necessarily doing our particular thing of gold right now. He's not doing that, but he is doing our particular thing of acquiring assets. And so now, and that brings me to a particular thing. Looking at vesting in things that's going to be around a long time. Well, gold is money, so gold's been around, over about 5,000 years. It's going to continue to be around. As my father was said, they don't make any more land, so real estate. Long as people keep having children, there's going to have to be a need for like daycare centers, and as long as people have to wash clothes, there's going to be a need for laundromat, and as long as people have to wear clothing, so I would be looking at those type of entities,
Right.
to how to build wealth and how to make sure I have cash flow, because to me, that's really the main thing. One of the main things in business, that you have to have cash flow. And so if we see like if we're looking at industries that are being compromised right now, that are being compromised because they're simply being driven out of style. I mean, driven out of existence. For example, when I was a kid, I remember being a boy like your son's age, NASA. I mean,
Mansa.
when
Hold on, Mansa, come here.
we used to have the 8-track tape, big cartridge that you would put in. It would change an 8-track tape player. Hi. Hey, Master, how you doing, son? And then after that, there was a cassette tape came out. Mm-hmm. That stayed around for years, man. That was very, very popular. Then all of a sudden, this newfangled thing back in the 80s came out called a CD, and then Blu-ray. Then someone got the idea. They come out with the what was that Apple product? Was it an iPod?
Well, he had the iPod. Yeah, iPod.
That you could. It didn't have that Sony used to have the cassette Walkman. Remember that?
Right.
But then came out the iPod where you could stream it. Now, man.
And what's crazy? Like, so somebody back when the iPod first came out, my friend was like, "Dinus, one day they're gonna have it where you have your phone and your MP3 player all in one, and you can surf the internet." I said, I laughed at him. Like, literally, I laughed at him. Then came the iPhone.
Yeah, but the important thing with that, Prince, the people who were able to involve in that evolution, they got rich.
I mean, speaking of Apple, first U.S. company to be valued at $2 trillion.
$2 trillion. Started out in the garage, $2 trillion. No, and so Apple, a perfect company that has kept abreast with the time. They just keep reinventing themselves and reinventing themselves and reinventing themselves. And, keep putting products what people want today. I mean, and what people are gunning for right now. I remember when they first announced they was going to come up with a phone. So the phone, all the phones on the market right now, Apple getting in the phone.
Yeah.
Oh man, boy, you just have to have fortitude to see something. Where the economy is going, what's happening in the next 10 years, entrepreneurship is going to skyrocket. Jobs as we know are going to be plentiful for those with a particular set of skills. If you had a child and you were saying, okay, I want to send them something, they don't know what to do, but they want to go to college. Okay, I would say if they don't know what to do, but they want to go to college, then make sure they major in mathematics or engineering of some sort, particularly chemical engineering. Because chemical engineering could take you in, it could take you in the biomedical field, which is another outstanding paying job. It could take you in the petroleum industry, as long as people have to have jet fuel and oil for cars, that's pretty good. It could take you in the biometrics. It could take you into so many type of things like that, and be outstanding pay and high international demand. You talk about maybe you want to move to we want to move to Africa. You want to go, the diaspora is returning. Well, certain skills you're going to want that could be used anywhere. Those mathematics can be used anywhere. Engineering can be used anywhere. Maybe some I'm leaving out, but I'm really big on those two. And then and figure it out later, because they can go ahead and go into so many fields and so many global markets. Another thing, man, I have a cousin that's trained in heavy equipment operator. Like Caterpillar cranes, all that kind of stuff.
For sure, pretty soon, man, that's going to be automated. From what I saw with the forklift.
Well, I didn't think about that, but you see those big Caterpillar trucks driving in those earth moving trucks, that for development, So I didn't even think about that, Dinesh. You're saying that they're going to be if someone's.
I mean, from what I saw with that forklift, and then from what's going on with these driverless trucks, but what I saw with that forklift, I would not be surprised. Is coming down the pipe.
Well, that's the perfect case in point, because some of those guys can make about maybe $80 to $90 an hour operating those cranes and things like that. So you're telling me like the skyscrapers like in Atlanta where you see with the cranes, So you're telling me it's possible that they would need a operator, a human, to be operating and building those things up?
It has to be. It's in the works for sure. Trust me. After I saw that forklift, it's in the works. I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, let's just look it up. Hold on, keep going. Let's look it up.
Okay, so Miss Wonder China, while Dyna's looking at that, you're really catching me this comment. Yeah, we have something that can help you and your daughter with. The business we deal with is Karatbars, which we're going to get into in a little bit, showing you how to set up your own home-based business, showing you how to actually literally make money from home. Both you and your daughter, both of you two can work together as long as she's over 18 and over. And we'll get into that. I'm listening to you. See, now you have the type of comments, that's solid, that I really enjoy looking at. And so what it is, what we have to do, ladies and gentlemen, you have to forecast where times are going, where you can be prepared for it, because a lot of people are really going to be devastated. A lot of industries that are that are thriving right now, and 10 years from now, I think they're going to be greatly diminished. I really do. And I do see for like retail is going to get out the malls. Who the heck want to keep paying these malls all this crazy high price rent and all that kind of stuff when you can just set you up a great online presence, and you get you to find you a distributor, and you can get your product going to worldwide. So, and people can literally be shopping at your particular online store 24-hour days, 7 days a week from all over the world. You can be gathering revenue if you have like your Carrot Pay account set up, your Google Pay, your PayPal account. You have so many ways that limit money. I mean, so many ways to earn money. You are not going to want to be taking cash. You're going to have an online. So you're going to be one of those ones. You ain't going to think nothing about cash, because you know what? your stuff is going to come to you by way of PayPal or by way of being transferred in your account through Cash App, all these new, or the Zelle app, all these new things that are coming up right now. So, but you're nevertheless, you're going to be able to create a global dynamic business just by utilizing the internet that's in right now. So it's going to, if you imagine this, if you want to look at the real estate, man, that broker stuff, man, that's getting ready to go to be greatly diminished too. Why would I want to do that when I can go on to Zillow or Trillia.com, or I can find an online people say, well, yeah, you got to have a broker to facilitate the sale. Not necessarily so. I can work directly from seller to buyer. I could work directly to seller to buyer. Find me an attorney and really facilitate with the closing work. But why would I need a broker if I'm going to buy Dynas's house? And as I say, if I bought his house over here down in Atlanta, I don't necessarily need to come up to Atlanta. I'm going to want to, but I don't necessarily do. I could say, show me 3D images. I need 3D images, and I could use Google Earth or things like that. Like I said, I want to see the rooms. I want to see the things. Okay, I need a documentation where show me the termite inspection report, everything up to date. Show me the codes, everything up to date. Need to research it, look in there. Do you find out if you have any liens on it? I want to look at the rooms. I want to see how everything fit. I can do that on a computer. Okay, well, we got an agreement. Okay, I have my attorney go ahead and draw up a contract for your attorney. We look at everything, looks good. Okay, I'll transfer the money in your account. I mean, it literally is just going to be that simple. And people, people can do that, all over the world. I mean, I hear about foreign investors coming in up in Canada, or rather here, all over the world, buying up expensive real estate. You think they just had time to walk around and look at the places? No, so we're looking at things change. The World Wide Web is a game changer. And I see that getting stronger, Prince, and I see the other traditional business that we need, is not getting so strong. Now, I can't online for a haircut. I can't do that.
You never know, Fitzgerald. You never know. They might have like a magical dome you can buy, like a helmet.
Oh, man, I don't know. You're talking about a Logan's Run. I don't know, but the important thing I do, ladies and gentlemen, with all these things. Go ahead, Prince.
I'm saying you put it on your head, you just type in the code or whatever.
Oh, you talking about buying one of those? Well, man, that's something to think about. You never know. You ought to do something like that. Like a bowl, you put a haircut in it, put a picture on there, high top fade, kid and play fade, or something like that. I don't know. But what we're talking about right now, we need to talk about strongly. How do we make sure our household is all right? How do we make sure our wealth doesn't stop, or matter of fact, it increase? How do we make sure that we are being prosperous even in times that don't look so prosperous? I personally think this is the best time to be alive. I really do. I mean, I really do. I think like one of the things, like it's someone, I'm looking at a comment from Mr. Reginald Phillips, said in Ghana, teachers are much needed. Mr. Phillips, I'm going to give you $1 million idea right here. A multi-million-dollar idea. If you can put together like a consortium, sort of like Salesforce did, but you can do with teachers, and you can have teachers literally all over the world that under your tutelage. And what you do, you go out and find them students, which is nothing more than clients. Let them teach from home. You know what? And let them teach those kids from home. Now, maybe you need math teachers, social studies teachers, physical education teachers, English teachers, French teachers, whatever. But the reason I'm getting this, because right now there is a movement to teach the homeschool the children from home right now. I don't see that really letting up no time soon.
No.
I mean,
that's something else that's going to change for sure.
Yeah, so if you can just connect them, and you can put that, you can start you a company like Reginald Wonders or whatever, and you're connecting these teachers, and your job is to find them students or clients, and you get a small percentage of each student they teach. you get in the job. Almost think of it like a trucking company. A trucking company is powerful only in accordance to what they're able to get loads from the dispatcher. So the dispatcher takes a percentage of their load. They don't drive up to anywhere. They're out there not there running. They just hook the loads up and they just get the people to work. Well, you can do that with the teachers, man. This stuff that would duplicate all over the world, man. Shoot, I need to quit giving these ideas away like this, but I got hundreds of them in my head, man. But that'll work because this is where I see things are going right now. We're already seeing it in groceries. And you guys hear me talk about Publix so much, and everything, but I really don't need to go there. I can just go ahead and go on the internet, order my stuff, put it in the cart, and it'll be delivered right to my door. Now, I mean, we're seeing over in this country, we're seeing Amazon trucks more than the U.S. Postal Service trucks over here.
Fitzgerald, okay, Fitzgerald, hold on, let me stop you right there. You know how many times a day the Amazon truck rides up and down my street? I would say
whoever would have thought that? Whoever would have thought that? I mean, they have in a short period of time, they are just that color that grayish black charcoal scheme with that van with the Prime written down. They don't have Amazon; they just have Prime on it. In a short period, they're on par up with UPS trucks, the brown trucks, and FedEx, the red, white, and blue trucks. I mean, we see an Amazon truck that's like normal. You don't think nothing. You see those in it, but some guy, Jeff Bezos, put that down ongoing deliver stuff, and so things are changing. And so that's a little wonder why that man is worth 179 billion, soon to be worth $200 billion, because he saw a trend. He saw that people weren't going to shop online, and people are going to get everything online, and they can get that because some people just don't want to go in the hassles of dealing with stores. Some people don't want to go look for a place up at Phillips Plaza. That's a mall up in Atlanta, or down here, or the malls down here in Tampa. They don't want to go out there, and beat crowds, and they don't want to look for parking spaces and get out in all that traffic and everything like that. They much rather order from the comfort of their own home. But if you can figure out ideas like that, you want to be an entrepreneur, because understand that's where things are going. That's what you have to do. That's what we do at Karatbars. We're entrepreneurs, like I said. I'm gonna have to make that into something, Prince. I want to give another way of my ideas away. Right. But so what we do, we're in business. Yeah, we're in business, but we're in the international global gold business. Now let me explain. Because with gold is fact money. It's recognized money all over the world. It's been like that for centuries, millennium. Okay, so we partner with a company called Karatbars. Based out of Stuttgart, Germany. Okay, and right in the same town as Mercedes-Benz. Now, Karatbars is the one that supplies the gold to us. What we do, we exchange our small paper money, our paper dollars into gold. And we buy gold in small gram increments, everywhere from 1 gram gold card, that's a gram of gold right there, 2.5 or 5 gram gold cards, or even something as little as 0.1 gram of gold. And then we allow that our wealth to go up because we're acquiring asset at gold, which is going up in value. The paper dollars is going down in value. So Karatbars is our supplier. What do I mean? They are the one. We don't have to have a gold mine in our home. That's not what Prince and I do. We order gold for ourselves and build our wealth. And then we create a network through this business that other people order gold for themselves. They increase their wealth, and you can get a percentage of that. You know what I heard? Now that concept is not archaic. We know about Amazon, all right? Okay, know about Amazon. I talk about it practically a lot of times. I admire that company. I admire what that man has done. But you don't hear me. This is the first time today, and you can check back my streams from since what I do with Prince Amir for over a year, and the other streams I do with other affiliates and his team. But I never said this. Amazon's probably about something like a good portion, over half, maybe 60% of their revenue stream is generated by Amazon sellers. Okay, right. So and you got some of these Amazon sellers. I heard this one cat, yesterday he was doing $200,000 a month. So what does he do? He finds a product and he puts that product through the Amazon distribution center, and he gets a paid percentage of it, as well as Amazon, because it's their network. Okay, so if you don't have money to really start you a business, if you don't have money to go buy the building, buy the equipment, put the logistics in, the trucks, the computer systems, all those things you're going to need to do things like that, and you don't have that, you can't do anything. But if you're able to build up a distribution network that can move that product through that distribution network, where you can create wealth for yourself, and then the company can become wealthy because you're doing that, and they pay you to do that, and they pay others to do that. That's something really, really strong to look into. That's what we do. We create our own business within a business, and I never explained it to like this before. And that's what Karatbars allows us to do. Now, how do we get started? What's the first step of getting started? Well, you simply register your gold affiliate account with the link that's flowing down on Prince Amir's stream. Right. There is no cost to do that. And what do you get from that? Let's say the benefits for us for that. Okay, you get the right to do business in 149 countries around the world dealing with gold. You get to have a home-based business, which is going to give you tax benefits because you have a home-based business. Ladies and gentlemen, you can with the tax benefits I've often talked about, you don't need to go out there and buy a big warehouse, or buy a fleet of cars, or hire or buy a ton of Dell computers, or office furniture stuff to have a business. You can run a global business right out the comfort of your home. As a matter of fact, I advocate running a global business out the comfort of your home, because that literally will allow you to be more comfortable. See, you can build a network literally all over the world from the comfort of your home. And check this out, using your cell phone or your computer. Your computer is worth more than you sitting up there looking at Facebook,
right?
Or you're looking at YouTube, or you're looking at frivolous information on there. Learn how to turn that tool into something that's making you money. Okay, so you go ahead and you register your account. The second thing, what you want to do, you want to get your business package. As Prince Amir so eloquent said, think of that as your own gold franchising.
Right.
Okay, think about that. That gives you that doesn't give you the right to do business by getting a business package in 149 countries. When you register your account, you automatically have that right. What the business package allows for you to get paid weekly residual income. Now, let me explain something about residual income, why you really want to look at it. This is income coming in whether you're sleeping or not. This is income that's coming in from literally all four corners of the globe in your distribution network, that you can be paid every Friday on euros. In other words, you do the work from this week right here on up to the week ending. The next week ending, you're going to be paid in euros on a Karatbars MasterCard. How big the income can be? How big do you want it? We have literally people making six figures a month in this thing.
Right.
Okay, from the comfort of their home. We have people doing it, people working like that and earning income, high levels of income in South Africa, Nigeria, England, Hawaii, Canada. It doesn't make a difference. There's a lady up in Canada that's literally won 3 free Mercedes-Benz. She won her name is Nina Narcos. She won the C class, the E class, and now the S class, just free for production. You have the tax benefits that minimizes those taxes, thus putting more money on your pocket. So we can talk about number one, you're trading in for assets. Your value of your assets go up, so goes your wealth. Right. Number two, you're creating a residual income that has no cap. How many people can you talk to? As many as you want. as many as you like to deal with. I mean, I personally have sponsored somewhere along the line of like 128 people myself, and that's very, very small. Prince Dinas Amir, he's did something like going on close to 560. If the projections he's on right now, and we're really shooting for it with him, with families he's personally sponsored, I have a goal for him. And I told him the goal, I want to have him at least to have 1,000 people he's sponsored before the end of the year. Mm-hmm. And he can do it with the projection he's on. Do you know what that means? When that starts duplicating, and he start receiving residuals from that all over the world, he's also going to be one of those 6-figure a month income earners easily. And guess what? That little boy that you saw walk across there, he won't even have to apply for a job. Okay, and so because he's putting this because he's able to leave that wealth stream to his son. That's another thing I want to talk about. Okay, and so what I'm looking at. Okay, when I said the thing, let's look at businesses where it has a market to it. The world wide over knows what gold is. I can go in Mongolia and I can show them this. They have a name for it. Maybe it's not gold like it's called in English. I can go in the French-speaking West Africa. I can go down to Zululand. I can go into the Yugo tribe in Nigeria. I can talk to Canada, Ireland, Scotland, Israel, whatever. They're going to know where gold is because they understand gold is money. And at this day and age, it's the perfect time because we know that with countries being in trillions of dollars of debt, we know that we're losing value in our money. We need to have something that will store our labor, store our wealth. Okay. Now I wish I had it. I wished I had it. Don asked, buy me some time. Let me go get it.
Oh, what you need? What you need? Okay, everyone. Thank you for joining. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share, subscribe. Again, my Karatbars affiliate links in the chat room.
No, Don asked, I'm not gone. I just need to go get something.
I know. Make sure you click on the affiliate link in the chat rooms. Also, scrolling at the ticker at the bottom is also in the description. Click on that link. Sign up as an affiliate. Green Spear Studios. What was your question? Retype your question in Green Spear Studios, and I'll address it. But I don't remember. I didn't see your question. I didn't see it.
I apologize. I wasn't prepared for that. I should have had this up here, but let me show you guys something.
What is it? Okay, go ahead.
Recognize this. Okay. Recognize it.
Yeah.
Maybe travel. Okay, that's cool. I gotta have that, right? Okay. This I take and Don asks, I don't have any paper dollars on me right now. But
I don't have any on me.
I got one lone $1 bill. Okay, so let's just say that this is fiat currency, what it is right here. Okay, I take that and I turn it into this. Okay, Fitzgerald, you said that. Okay, over the years since I've been in the business, I have been collecting this. Got some big business folder, right? No, I got a couple of them. No, a couple of things. That's all gold. That's all gold. Okay. All gold. 2.5 gram cards. You see up there. All gold. Man, okay, Fitzgerald, you're trying to flash? Hell to the no. What I'm trying to say to you, this is in my hands. Are you going to press a button and devalue this? Or is this going to disappear? I think not. Not because of my hand. I could take this. I can ship it ahead of me over my place if I want to go over in Africa. I can use this as currency to buy stuff or, keep building my wealth up. When I started getting this stuff right here, it was somewhere along the neighborhood of like back in 2015, like $1,100. Gold is automatically over $2,000 an ounce right now. What's the significance of that? You mean to tell me my wealth went up about like $890 just simply by me holding that? But $1,100 an ounce. Now it's like $2,000 an ounce, and it's going to keep going up. Okay, but Karatbars will allow you to build a business around that. Now, I already, as you can see, my gold is still there. That's intact. Some of that I've had for years. That's not going nowhere. So when I decide to live, when I decide to live and make my living, which what should I do from Karatbars? What I do is I build my global team, and then I'm able to be paid on euros, my MasterCard. please forgive me because I'm using the word I too much. You are able to build your global team and you are able to earn euros. That's why you want a business package. The business package allows you to create residual income 5 times a month. Every Friday, depending on the production of your team, you are able to receive gosh, think Fitzgerald. Hold on, slow down, man. Slow down. Give me a drink of water. You are able to receive euros. Sir, ma'am, you can sponsor someone in Houston, Texas. They happen to have a relative or a cousin in Havana, Cuba. You got a business package. The person you sponsor in Houston, Texas, because you did that, you in a business package, depending on which one to get, you're going to get a payout charge for that, 10% of that package. The person in Havana, Cuba decide they're going to pick up gold, or they're going to get a business package, or the blockchain cell phone, or any other, or the ATM machine, anything like that. Someone's down in Havana, Cuba, smoking a nice cigar. They go on their phone, they order that, they get in their business, they get started instantly. You are paid right up there, or right there where you are, as well as your cousin in Houston. You get a percentage of that. Now, when you generate things called units, and units is simply money in the Karatbars ecosystem. When you have two teams, when a left team and a right team, when your right team has 25 units, your left team has 50 units, or vice versa, you get a payout. The reason, and you have a VIP, which is what Prince, Diana, Samir, and I am. That's about 4,900 euros one time. A gold business package, about 2,400 euros one time. A silver business package, about 595 euros one time, and a bronze package, about 180 euros one time. That gives you your right to earn residual income. The residual income portion, how much you get paid, is dependent upon the package. So if every time 25 units and on one team and 50 units on another team is earned, you are going, as a VIP, you get paid 80 euros like clockwork. Notice I'm not departing with my goal. This stuff right here I've had for years. I just add to it. I'm not interested in giving this up. So because this is my portfolio, this is my wealth portfolio. This is when I decide to have children one day, to give it to them or whatever. I mean, this is build my wealth. You live off the euros that you create. The euro is uncapped. And so if you have a silver package, a gold package, which is about 2,500 euros, and you have 25 units on one team, 50 units on another team, you're going to get a dual team payout of 60 euros. Of a silver package, which is about 595 euros, 25 units on one team, 50 units on another team, you are going to get a dual team payout of 50 euros. Let me stop you right there. My sponsor, the gentleman who introduced this business to me, because he didn't charge me anything to get in. He has charged me anything to help me, just like Prince Amir and I would do with every one of you. He walked away from a mortgage banking job, making 6 figures in the Southeast with a silver package. Back then, the silver package was only paying 40 euros per payout. That's what the bronze package pays now. But he walked away. That was 6 years ago, and he's never punched a clock. That man has grown a business, international global business with no employees, of well over 94,000 of business affiliates around the world. I believe Mr. Delco has affiliates in every country practically in the world, of the 149 countries that we do business in.
I believe it too.
This gentleman actually will teach you for free through a system called Wealth Builders, and that was created by Mr. Ty Best. So you have access to learning what Mr. Best knows, how to build his team, which he's also been free in this business, this referral takes business for like 25 years. You got Mr. Ty Best. You have Mr. and Mrs. Michael Delco, Mr. and Mrs. Ty Best, Mr. and Mrs. Michael Delco, Mr. and Mrs. Willie Brown, Mr. Rodney Roach, Mr. and Mrs. Rodney and Cindy Berger. You got all these leaders Mr. Al Murray, Mr. Greg McKay. These people come on and teach you for free how to build a global business, just like they did that can retire you. And it can do it a whole lot. It can do it a whole lot sooner than 20 or 30 years, what you're thinking about working. We have people literally, walked away from jobs, incomes and jobs and not in something like a year or 2 years. Done. We have people in their 20s. Done. We have people making $30,000 a week within this thing, euros a week. Done. All because they're taking advantage of one of the best wealth kept secrets. It is leverage. What is leverage? Leverage is not only getting paid for the work you do, but you're getting paid for the work that other people do who are in your system. Give me a good example of that, Fitzgerald. Your job. Your job not only makes money from you, but they make it from the person in the cubicle. They make it from the truck drivers, make it from the sales manager. Everyone pays the owner. Like the concept, like of a barber, the guy who owns a barber shop or a stylist. And we're familiar with this concept. You have the owner. Because you want to get something done. Who's the owner? Well, the owner has chairs in there, and he or she would rent those chairs out to other barbers who can cut hair too, but they're in their system, and so they have to pay them what's called booth fees. So imagine you had 80, 90, 40, 20,000 people who are paying you booth fees in your network. They're not building the business for you. They're not going ahead and collect gold, and they're not collecting assets for you. They're not putting a business together for you. They're putting the business together for their families. But because they happen to be in your network that you're putting together and you're giving them support, each and every time that they expand their network, it expands your network and thus expanding your wealth. I wish I could. Sometimes I wish maybe it'd be better if I try to make this more complicated, but it's not. It's not. As our senior founder would say, save a lot of gold, tell a lot of people, make a lot of money. I can promise you gold to be around 10 years from now. I can promise you the internet to be around 10 years from now. I can promise you that people will still be looking to build wealth 10 years from now. I can promise you that people are still going to need wealth 10 years from now. I can promise you that more jobs are going to be lost. If the competition is going to be greater than what it is for now. I can promise you that the school tuition is going to be costlier than what it is right now. I can promise you college is going to be more expensive. I can promise you food is going to be more expensive. Of course, yeah. I can promise you will be more older. 10 years.
And I can make a prediction too. But the value of the dollar is still going to go down.
Oh, I forgot that. The value of the dollar will still go down. The value of your naira, your thing, your whatever currency you have, ladies and gentlemen, you need a product that outpaces inflation. You need that. You need a product that outpaces inflation. You need assets to outpace inflation. Now, with your wealth, with your wealth stream that you create, your income streams, which I'm personally shooting for 7. That's at least my minimum goal, to have 7 types of income streams. When whether I start getting strong with my YouTube channel, get strong with my t-shirt company, get strong with writing books, get strong with speaking. I want to make all those channels. I've already got this plan in my head. Okay. And then when I'm using those streams, I'm going to start jacking into real estate. I'm looking at laundromats. Why laundromats? Well, people got to wash clothes.
Right.
People got to wash clothes. I may put onto online centers. Mr. Reginald, that ideal I just gave you, as far as for teachers, like I said, man, I got hundreds of them in my head. I can use that same concept for any other business, but you got to have some capital to start up with. You got to have some capital. I'm not really interested in having employees. I'm interested in having a business, but I'm not interested in having employees. I think more in the investment circle. I like to go ahead and take existing businesses or a great concept and invest in that and get a return. I've already had employees before. I don't like that. Too much headaches. Too much overcost. When I had my shop in Atlanta,
Brady Avenue.
1055 Brady Avenue, where Prince Amir and I met. Man, the zoning, the rent, the fire inspector, the payroll taxes, the utilities, all this kind of crazy crap, man. And you're just bleeding money. Okay, now let me make it so easy for you right here. Right here, as of today, right here as of today, I run a global operation, and my business is business. That's the way I think of it. It's not no little gold thing. I run international business. About 12,000 business partners in with me, growing every day. Growing every day. You know, what is it? What do I talk to them and say, hey, you know what? Do you want to come help Fitzgerald Stevens and family make money? Heck to the no. You're a nice guy. You speak pretty powerful. You seem pretty passionate, but I'm not doing this for you. I want to help me grow I want to grow my family's wealth. Right. Can you help me? Yes, sir. Okay, we can rock and roll. Okay, so we put them in business. We set them up. I get involved in teaching. My personal cell phone number is 1-716-573-6296, because you're going to need that. 1-716-573-6296. And another thing, let me put out there, because I'm getting a lot of calls. That's my personal phone numbers, not Prince Dynas Amir's phone number. I will not give you my friend's personal phone number, although I know it. So mostly when you call me and you're asking for him, I'm going to save you some time. Send him an email at searchforuru.com.
I am going to call you once you.
Yeah, you a call, but I'm getting calls from people. You know, they're
asking for me.
Yeah, they're asking for you. They don't want anything to hardly do at Karatbars. They didn't want to talk to you, even on their program. They're calling me. I'm getting these calls enough that I have to address that. And so if it's about Karatbars, my job is to help my friend grow his business. That's how I work right there. And so you're going to need help with setting the website up. You're not setting the website, navigating through the website. My job is to do a goal statement, find out what you want, find out what you're willing to work for. Okay. We're going to help you, but they're not going to do it for you. Dynas and I will jump knee deep in with you. And that's how we're successful. That's what we do. That's what all the wealth builders do. You know, so but we're not going to do it for you. We'll show you how to structure your business. We'll do income projection goals. What do you want when you want it? We'll show you the formula how to get it. Then we'll also plug into Wealth Builders. That's the teaching system with Mr. Ty and Mr. Ty and Mrs. Valerie Best. I can't emphasize that enough, because that literally is $1 million education. I'm not exaggerating. $1 million education that man will give you for free. You know, your teaching is done online. You can plug into it 7 days a week. You can plug other people in, because you're going to need that. When you have a business like maybe 10 people, you can talk to everybody. You can pick up the phone and chat. You guys can have a Zoom thing. What's going to happen when you have 10,000 people? How are you going to call everyone? Right. You have to have a system that you plug in for duplication, where you make them system dependent, you know, not on you. Another thing I need to put a sidebar, the trainings that we have
every day.
If you don't plug into that, you're going to fail. You are going to fail. I can promise you that. I don't care what industry you came from. I don't care what, if it's a similar industry, you don't know this industry. There are certain methods, you know, to do things. And the people I'm talking to you about, they're free. And when I say free, they have enough time along with enough money to do what they want, when they want, with who they want, where they want, for as long as they want, without having to ask any man or woman's permission to do so. They're free. They are free. Single mothers, married couples, divorcees, young, old, black, white, Arabian, it don't make a difference. They're free. So if you're looking to get where they are, it would behoove you to follow what they do. You know, you don't have to do trial and error. I'm a man. I don't like losing money. I don't like losing. So I like to follow a leader. Follow people who are already at the place where I want to be. And so this is what we're talking about. But we have to look at these things, like, ladies and gentlemen, because the situation out here is precarious. Dang near borderline becoming dangerous. For example, if I had a son right now or a daughter, or two of each, I don't know. No, I said, and they say, well, we get a thing like down here where we get like Governor DeSantis say, hey, well, Florida's open up for schools and stuff like that, and I don't care. My child ain't going out there.
North Carolina, Chapel Hill, University of Notre Dame. There's another school. They have
no, sir. I'm talking about your son's age. I'm talking about someone telling me, hey, you got to go to school. No, I don't. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the money to put into homeschool. Or I'm going to have both the money and the time where I can train in myself and the skills. My subject would be entrepreneurship. So that's what they'll be getting that from Pop all day long. Then I'll hire the mathematics teacher, the French, the Swahili teacher, the Rurugal teacher. I'll hire them. The history teacher, not the history like they teach over in these schools like that. I'm talking about, a global world view. I'll hire all them. I'll hire the tutors for them, and I'll have the money to pay them. They will be homeschooled because I am not going to risk of sending my child out there because you deem it safe. That's not they're my child, not yours. So that belongs to me. But Fitzgerald, you have to get if you don't do that, you'll be penalized. Fine. You know what? Let me tell you something, man. Next plane smoking, not going to Sierra Leone. I go over there. No big deal.
All right.
And see, this takes money and resources. This takes freedom and stuff like that to do. But it's going to come a time where 10 years from now, people are going to have less control over their lives than what they do now. You think it's tight now.
Right.
But the wealthy, they're not going to have to answer for a lot of this. They'll just simply go somewhere else. They'll just simply, hire ways to get around the system and things like that. So this is the model that we're talking about. And it has worked very, very well. I started at 50 years old. It's about going on 6 years ago. No. Let me give you a little bit about my background. I'm a hard worker, college educated, University of Alabama degree, Bachelor of Arts in International Advertising. 25 years worth of sales, marketing, other experience, human development experience. Wasn't getting me nowhere. Spent most of my career in sales and stuff like that. Wasn't getting me anywhere. Okay, and and as long as I worked, I ate. As long as I produced, I ate. But when I couldn't work no more, when I got tired, when I got or when a job loss, or I was deemed expendable, which we all are, or go through separation, family breaks up, foreclosure house. Wait a minute, you don't have an income. So how are you going to do these things? You don't. That's when the stress starts picking up. That's when all kinds of things start getting up. That's when the lack of confidence coming in. That's when the dignity is the pride is compromised, because if you can't take care of yourself properly, it really messes with you. But now I'm able to create income streams, and I'm not saying, well, money is all things. I'm not saying that, but it gives you choices. And and I knew from the start, I couldn't be fired from my own business. If I own my own business, I couldn't be fired from it. Oh, my business is private, not public. I don't got no stockholders in it. I don't got people that can outvote my decision. I decide, you know what, right now, and I may just do this today just to prove a point. I am going to target. I'm going to target Scotland. I go on Facebook, look for entrepreneurs in Scotland. Hey, do you look for any other ways to make money? Sure, show me what you got. Send them my business link. They decide to register. Boom, I have a business in Scotland. Teach them how to do it, and I'm bringing revenue out of Scotland, Glasgow. Or I could do that in Tel Aviv or Jerusalem. I could do that in Montreal. Anywhere my mind can think. Lima, Peru, because we're in all those businesses. So I don't have to wait on someone the hope they're going to give me a 50-cent raise. I don't have to wait till someone tells me what markets I can't grow into or what income I can't make. I just go out and create it. People are doing that every day on eBay, Amazon. People are doing all these things, and figuring out money to come in and, be creating income where they don't have to work, because people are getting tired of being laid off. They're getting tired of, of working all these years and ending up with nothing. And let me address that. For those of you who think you got a good job, which is no such thing. But some of you guys may have heard, or maybe you said it. I can't believe they fired that person.
Yeah.
Or I can't believe they let me go. Yeah. I gave them the best years of my life.
Mm.
I mean, how could they do that to me? I have one question for you and one question only. Did they pay you?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean, Fitzgerald, did they pay? Did they pay you? Well, yeah. Was the checks good? You cash them? Yeah. What they got to do anything? They don't owe you anything. They did their part. They paid you for your time. You were expendable because you didn't own the system.
Right.
So if they figured you wasn't bringing enough value, they got someone else. Period. Now, if they figured you was too old or whatever little thing they want to hire, they paid you for your time. They owe you nothing. I'm not trying to be hard and cold. Actually, I'm dealing with you guys in a way that you should respect, called truth. They don't owe you anything. The world doesn't owe you things. You owe you something. So you get out there and create your own system that you can literally expand all over the world, that you can build up your wealth however much you want it, that you can get paid without limits. Morning, noon, day, night, 7 days a week, your business is working for you even while you're sleeping, that you can lead to your children's children, that you can lead them something that you own. I mean, it's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. People don't owe you a living. You owe you a living. You know, how lucrative is this business? This business right here, referral-based marketing, and we all do it. We all do it. Well, no, Fitzgerald, I don't do that, man. I'm not a salesperson. Yeah, well, let me straighten you out a little bit right here real quick.
Yes.
Or give you a new perspective. Have you ever eaten a good meal at a restaurant?
Yes.
You guys remember that movie Black Panther, T'Challa, and N'Jukala and all them cats? Mm-hmm. You guys ever get your hair cut good, or ladies, you get your hairstyle real good? You ever went to a nice boutique? You got your nice dress. Of men's, you went and got a nice tailor. He put the suit on you just right. Tailor hip fit to you and everything. You look like a boss when you came out. You got a favorite football team, Alabama? You ever tell anybody about them? Absolutely. Did they pay you? What do you mean, did they pay me? Did they pay you? No. Wait a minute. We live in a place where you're supposed to get paid for your labor, right? You mean to tell me you gave Alabama, Georgia, that restaurant free advertising and they didn't give you anything back? Right. Is that what you're telling me? So you spent your time to promote another person's platform business and you receive nothing back? You cool with that? Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Okay. Would you like to make money? Do you keep your income options open? Yes. They get a business package. They're glad to have their own business. You get paid from it. You get paid from it. Not only you get paid for it, but your partners get paid from it because of duplication. I'd rather work those apples any day of the week. It's going to get tired. It's going to come a time, man. This being just doing our stuff and giving our labor away, man. Nobody. You don't go to job not to get paid. So right. Why are you going to use your gifts not to get paid? Don Astamir has every right to get to receive monies from his channels. He's giving out good content. All right. You know, he can't keep giving content out like this and for free all the time and not get compensated. He won't be able to exist, not economically. And that's the way you have to think. The purpose of a business is to build a profit. But brick and mortar, that's under assault. Not many apples are running around out there. You know, not many Tesla motors are really running around. You have got to be concerned about the economy of your own home. You guys depended on maybe President Donald John Trump losing election, or President or Senator Joe Biden winning, or vice versa, whoever your flavor is. You depended on the Democrats to save you. You depended on the government to send another stimulus check. That's your plan. You think that someone come in, they're gonna make it better to you. You're like a little kid with a bowl plate. Please give me some food, instead of going out there and buy a kitchen and buy a garden and a whole range where you can do your stuff. This is what I'm trying to get you to see. You can't do any of those things without owning a thing. Power is in ownership. So if you took this as like, man, he really taught, that was a great motivation speech. I have failed you. I am trying to spur you into action to create your own platform instead of constantly working on someone else's and teaching your children, grandchildren to do the same thing and end up with very little, if not nothing. I'm trying to teach you where you can get your time back because you have your finances back, just simply by registering a no-cost account. Get you a business package. You got to ask yourself, and this is not a shame for anyone. You know what? If you can't come up with, if you can't come up with enough for a business package, like a $4,000 business package or $595 business package, man, and you've been working all these, how many years you've been working? You might want to rethink that plan. I couldn't come up with it. I started out at the package I could afford. Then I worked my way up. And then after I got that, I got a package for my business. So I created what I call, so I wanted to create income where I can get paid 10 times a month instead of 5. Started stacking my cryptocurrency, started stacking my cash, started stacking my euros. And now I'm in a place where, I can look at going to Africa 3 years and live and have the wealth to do it and have choices. I'll be 56 years old September 8th. Man, shoot, I ain't got time to ask some cat on the job, dude. Hey, is it okay for me to take a 15-minute pee break?
All right.
I don't got time for that. My time is too valuable now. And frankly, I can still do a lot of the sales and all the jobs I did. I just don't want to. I mean, I don't want to get out there and drive 1,000 miles a month like I used to and run cars in the ground and have some guy, telling me what happened in that sale. You don't get it, you're fired, or you're on double secret probation. If I'm going to take that effort, if I'm going to work hard at this juncture in my life, I'm going to work hard building me something and building a platform for me so that I can leave platform, wealth for my children. And that's how you need to think. That's all we're saying. If that's not for you, great. Man, I respect your decision. That's not for you, great. But if it is for you and you're saying like, hey, I want to get out here and do something, then Dinah Samir and Mr. Michael Delco and Mr. Ty Bess and Mr. D. Stevens, they're going to work with you, man. We're going to run with you. But why would we do that? Because we're in a system that if we don't help you build wealth, it hurts our wealth. So we're literally forced to help you build wealth. For those of you who think that people all up on top making all the money, nah, you can easily out earn both of us, but good luck. You will not work us, you can easily do it. That you're willing to produce more, you can easily do it. The choice is in your hands. And isn't that what you always said you wanted? Your own business, an opportunity to control your own life. You will never have control over your life if you don't have control over your finances. If someone else controls your purse strings, you will never have control over your life. You'll be frustrated, agitated, crying, and dying. Your stress level will go through the roof because all they have to do is threaten, like, you know what, you don't do what I say, or I don't like the way you look, or you got that white lives, black lives matter, or the Martian lives matter. I don't like that. That's offensive to me. I'm going to reduce your hours, or better yet, your job is in jeopardy. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? No, what are you going to do? I mean, you don't have income. The mortgage company ain't going to say, no, hey, man, I'm sorry, what happened to you? They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop saying, man, hey, man, that's too bad. The grocer, man. In the world of business, they have but one question only for you. Do
you got the money?
Do you have the money or do you not? They don't care about your title. No. So in my conclusion right here, Warren Buffett has said that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will literally work until you die. Mr. Michael Delco, if you don't come from a wealthy family needs to come from you. Mr. Prince Dinas Amir, titles are not sexy, income is.
There we go.
And Fitzgerald Stevens, if you don't make moves will be made on you. For those of you who sit up here and want to think about it, you want more information, great. Log on to therealmoney.info. Okay, therealmoney.info. But I've already given you information. A debt-free company since 2011. We operate in 149 countries. In other words, 149 countries already checked us out. FedEx personally delivers our gold. All this came to me by FedEx. Personally. Over 1 million people in it. Okay. And you still say you want to do your research? Fine. That means you're going to go on to Google or Yahoo and you're going to pull something up. Okay. Well, I heard a review that I didn't like. Well, I drive Toyotas and I love Toyotas. Own 4 of them. I've heard bad reviews about them too. They still stop me from getting them. I've heard many bad reviews about other things that stop me from participating because I'm trying to grow wealth for me and my family. And honestly, that's more important to me than what other people think. Look at the people who are at where you are going, who are already where you want to be. Look at the people who who are offering you nothing but the dignity of building something yourself. Man, how are you going to get mad at two men sitting up here talking about helping you build wealth for your family and not charge you? Both Dynance and I are good enough where we can stream the instruction, the teaching that we do. We can stream it like $10. We can go on Patreon and stream you like, you got to open up a window, come in $20 minimum for a half an hour, and we would get it. But we don't do that. It's free. My personal cell number, that's free. And Dynance give you a call, that's free. So we're committed to helping our team because that's how we help our team, and we just flat out enjoy it. No, so thank you guys very much for your time. We really appreciate you. Thank you, but take action. No, quit sitting up there talking about what Trump is doing, what Biden is doing, and neither one of them. As far as reference to your family, understand the Biden and the Trump family is fine. You need to make sure it's fine. Please stop talking about Alabama, Georgia football, or Florida, whatever your tape is. They're not sending you a check.
Right.
Please stop talking about how Jeff Bezos almost worth $200 billion, Mark Zuckerberg $80 billion, Elon Musk $80 billion. Please talk about how Warren Buffett just bought about 23 million shares in Barrick Gold. Please stop talking about what are you going to do for your family. The number one conversation should be on your table, your agenda with your family, your significant other. How are we going to create wealth in this household? How do we make sure the economy of our home is strong? How do we get self-dependent instead of system dependent? How do we build wealth, and how do we build generational wealth? That should be the number one. If that's not, I suggest you get a new set of friends. The Dynance, I'm going to have to get ready to go, man. I got another thing to jump into. But God bless you all, man. Love talking to you and love spending time with you. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your life.
No problem. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you go to DynastyMirror.com. Again, the Karatbars affiliate link is in the chat room. Click on the affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate, and I will get back to you guys, and we could chop it up and get you up and running. Until next time, family, Dynasty Mirror, search for Huru. Peace.